What's up, everybody? It is Daydreamz. Thanks for coming back to the channel for another Clash of Kings video. If you're new here, please hit that red subscribe button down below for daily Clash of Kings and Clash Royale content. So, I've done like multiple guides on Dragon Glass and equipment, and it really hurts me. I know a lot of you that send in your fixing your lair Mondays, you send me and you have the correct equipment and like the best equipment that you can, but I'm seeing too many people with just bad equipment that it doesn't do anything. And I know a lot of you guys are on different castle or different lord levels, so you have different equipment, but I'm going to go through every piece, every level of equipment, and I'm going to help you guys with the best set of equipment for each level. So and then at the end of this, guys, if you want to watch to the end, I'm doing Dragon Glass, because I've seen some of my advanced players, big castles, that have, they didn't know about certain aspects of the Dragon Glass, or they got it confused and they didn't get it done, and it really makes a huge difference in the game. So I'm going to teach you guys everything I know about the Dragon Glass, everything about every equipment level. This is going to be an epic guide. Let's get right into it. So, of course, level 1 and level 5, you can only choose one piece of equipment. So we're going to start at level 10, because you at least have 2 pieces of equipment here. So you've got one with troop load, infantry, and cavalry, and you've got one with double siege engine and infantry. Now, for this one, I think that the hammer has more buffs in it. It does have the infantry plus the double siege attack, but I never give up on cavalry. That's my main thing, you guys know that. But with this on the sword, either one's good. You can go with either one here. Either one will do you just fine. Let's go to the helmet for level 10. So you got infantry, cavalry, farm, archer, siege, farm. So basically you can go with frontline or backline. I'm a frontline player. If you're a backline player and you still believe in the siege engine attack after all the evidence I've showed you, go for it. I would go with the battle helmet for number 10 here. Let's go with the armor. So you've got the linen shirt and the scholar coat. So you've got archer, hospital, healing, or march, healing, infantry. Now, okay, although I prefer frontline over backline, with this, you get the hospital capacity and the healing speed up. With this one, you get the march speed 5%. That really doesn't do much. But this hospital capacity 10% and healing speed up 20% is better, even though you get the archer instead of the infantry. So I would actually go with the linen shirt over the scholar coat. And if you have farms, the linen shirt is really good because you get the hospital capacity and healing speed up for when your farms get hit as well. So let's go to dexterity pants or thick leather pants. So you get the troop load, farm, building, or you've got march speed, building, trap. Trap's pretty useless, so on this one, I mean, farm income's pretty useless too, but you can either have building and march speed, or building and troop load. Let's consider these two useless. I would go with the troop load and the building, so I'd go with the dexterity pants over the thick leather pants. Let's go to the iron boots. So you've got the troop load, healing, trap, or march speed, hospital capacity, trap. You got basically 2 useless ones here. March speed can be useful once you've got everything maxed out, but these 2 are useless. At least here you have the healing speed up and the troop load, or you can come down here and just get the hospital capacity. Personally, me, I would go with the healing speed up and the troop load over that. Let's go with the rings now. So you got the double science speed up and the healing speed up, or you've got the cavalry and then the science and the archer. Now, personally, I would go with the copper ring because it does have the double attack buffs. Cavalry and archer. Then you get that science speed up, which will help you out too. This one, you just got the science speed up and then a double healing speed up. But, you know, let's take a look at this real quick. I want to see something, because I might make like a level 10. Okay, it's double science speed up. Okay, so it's really not good at all. I thought it was double healing. It's double science speed up. So yeah, that's not good at all. Go with the copper ring. It's got the double speed ups. Okay, so now we're going to go to the level 15 equipment. So you've got 3 choices with level 15. We'll go ahead and start at the sword like we did last time. So you got the great sword, cavalry, archer, trap. You got the battle axe, siege, cavalry, trap, or you got the longbow. I believe it's the double infantry attack plus the building speed. Let's yeah, double infantry plus the building speed. So with this one, I would go with the longbow, and the reason is because you've got the double infantry attack plus you have that building speed up. So it's like a 2-for-1 type of piece of equipment. I really like that piece of equipment. That's pretty good. And when I start doing my secondary equipment just for building, I might start with that for the sword, because it does have that double building buff, and then it's still got that infantry buff just in case I forget it and I have it on while I'm fighting. So we're gonna go to the helmets now. We got heavy helmet, archer, farm, trap. We've got the knight helmet, cavalry, march, trap. And then we've got the Lord helmet, infantry, trap, farm. So you'll notice a theme with this level 15 helmet is that you've only got one attack buff, and the others are pretty much useless. So with this one, I think the best one is the knight helmet, because at least you do have that extra march speed with the cavalry attack rather than just infantry. And then you got the trap and the farm. The farm and the trap aren't very good, but at least the march speed will give you some sort of a secondary buff. Not as good as I would want, but that's one I would go with, the one with the cavalry. Then with the armor, you got infantry, siege, archer. You got archer, hospital, siege, or you have troop load, cavalry, healing. Now, this would be the iron armor would be good for a secondary piece of equipment to help you heal, but there's only one choice here, and it's the soft armor. It looks like the wolf plate armor, but a little bit like smaller. But you got infantry, siege, archer. Anytime you got triple attack buff, you have to take that. There's really no argument there. So let's start off with we got the noble pants: building, hospital, trap, building, hospital, science. And then you got the pants of wizardry. You got building, hospital, farm. So let's go up a little bit. The only difference between these two is one is farm and one is science. So what you're going to go with here is you're going to go with the Lord Pants, because it's just like the other two, except it has this science as well. You get the building, hospital, just like the other two, but the other two have farm and trap. But this one has science, which you can actually use. So that's what you're going to take on that one. You're going to go with these Lord Pants, okay guys? I hope this is helping a lot of you, because a lot of you are starting new kingdoms and stuff, and you're building your equipment from the ground up, and I want you to pick the correct equipment at every level, and I want you to be experts at the game. So let's start with the Boots of Wizardry. You got healing, hospital, march. Then you got troop load, hospital, building. And then you got march speed, building, trap. Now, you guys know that, especially with boots and pants, my number one thing is building speed up. Now, the Boots of Wizardry aren't a bad second choice because they got the hospital capacity and the healing speed up. Those would be good for like a secondary or third piece of equipment if you get that far. But as far as Lord Boots are concerned, that's the number one. It's got to have building plus the hospital capacity. You can't go wrong with the Lord Boots. That's what you're going to go with, is the Lord Boots. So now we're at the level 15. You got building, hospital, science. You've got trap and then double science. Then you've got science, hospital capacity. Okay, and on this one it's double trap, not double science. So, okay, and then you got science, hospital capacity. So at level 15, it's a whole lot of science with the rings, except for the top one, the golden ring, building, speed up, hospital capacity, science. That's the one you want. It's well-rounded, plus you got that building buff, so you're going to take that. Okay, we're going to go to level 20 now on the sword. Let's go to level 20 on the sword. So, with level 20 on the sword, you get the crossbow, which is troop load, trap, farm. You got the assassin's dagger, which is archer, siege, farm. And then you got this lance right here, archer, cavalry, science. You guys know this one is the best, the lance, because it's got that archer, cavalry, plus it has the science research speed up. Now, even if you're someone that believes in the siege engine and archer attack, this farm right here is useless. That's just inside your castle. Your upkeep's just going to eat that anyway. So you're going to want to go with this one because it's got that science as well. You always want to try to get the maximum amount of your equipment. If you can get 3, sometimes it's better to take something a little bit less just to get the better, all well-rounded buff. So on this one, you get the Viking helmet, infantry, cavalry, archer. You get the sorcerer, cavalry, siege, farm, and then you've got the leather hat, march speed, farm income. So that's useless. That one's sorcerer hat's the second best. It looks cool, but the Viking helmet, you can't go wrong when you have 3 attack buffs. That's a no-brainer, and I hope that you guys choose that one. Okay, so at level 20, you got the padded armor, infantry, healing, hospital capacity. You got troop load, march speed, infantry. And then assassin armor. You got hospital capacity, healing, speed up, and the march speed. The assassin armor would be a good second piece of equipment, but as far as first speed of equipment, there's really no, this is the best, because it's got the infantry. It's the only one with an attack, except for this one, but then that's got the troop load and the march speed. This has got hospital capacity and healing speed up, so you cannot go wrong with padded armor. Padded armor is the way to go at level 20. So now, at level 20 pants, you got the heavy greaves, double building speed buff with the trap. Then you got pelt breeches, troop load, healing speed, hospital capacity. Those are good on farms because they got the troop load for when you're gathering. Then you got the hospital capacity and healing speed up for to heal your troops and to hold your troops. And then for level 20, you got the warrior pants, building, healing, science. Those are a pretty well-rounded one, but the best ones are these right here, the heavy greaves. I'm actually using these right now in my piece of equipment. I'm using the heavy greaves because they're cheap. They're only level 20, and you still get that double building speed buff. So you cannot go wrong with those. Okay, with the boots, you got building, science, farm, march, trap, and then you've got troop load, farm, march. Pretty easy here. We're gonna go with the healing up. Pretty easy here. We're gonna go with the desert boots because they've got that building speed buff. Then the science, the farm income, you know, it isn't that great, but you know, that's the best one for sure. Anytime you can get building, you usually want to go with that, unless something's just well, unless something gives you a lot of attack buffs, then you'll go with that. So for level 20 ring, you got the pupil, it's building, healing, hospital. Then you got the serpent, which is archer, siege, science. And then you've got the elemental, which is trap, science, building. Now, okay, you could go with the ring of serpent if you're fighting a lot and you got the siege and the archer, but you really shouldn't be fighting until you get like level 25, 30, 35 equipment. Until you get to that level 25 to 35 to 40 range, you shouldn't really be fighting. This is like during the first couple, like 2 to 3 weeks of your kingdom, you'll be like below level 20. So I would go with the pupil ring because it's got the building speed buff, plus the hospital, plus the healing. So if you are attacked, you got that extra hospital capacity, and you can heal your troops fast, but you do have that building speed buff. If you're being attacked a lot, and you're fighting, and you need like to be in rallies and stuff, go with the serpent ring because it's got that double attack buff. So that's what you want to do at level 20. We're going to level 25. We're about halfway done here. Hope you guys are learning something. Let's get to it. So you got the wrestle axe. That's that infantry with the double siege. If it's a crappy buff, I'm just not even going to mention it anymore. The halberd, you got infantry, trap, building, science. So that's like, that's a good secondary piece of equipment because it's got the building buff. If you do a like secondary piece of equipment for building, but with the level 25, there's only one sword that's the best. It's the knight sword. Look at this, double cavalry, infantry, plus you get the science speed up. That's like a level 25 bucktooth axe with the science speed buff. So pretty good piece of equipment. The level 25 knight sword is what you want to go with. That's a really good piece of equipment. Level 25 has very good equipment. Level 25 is like level 35 because every piece of equipment you can get something really good with it, and it's like some of my favorites. So let's go to level 25 helmet. You got the scouter helmet, infantry, archer, cavalry. Then you got the raptor battle helmet, the infantry, siege, archer. Then you got the phoenix tail hat. It has nothing. It's got like literally infantry attack. That's about it. So pieces of equipment like that, they need to buff. They need to like fix because they're so garbage that please tell me that you're someone that's never used. Please tell me you've never got the phoenix tail hat because it's so awful. Okay, what you want to go with here is the scouter helmet because it has the infantry and cavalry with the archer attack rather than the ranged one, which is infantry, siege, archer. I prefer the ones that have cavalry. They're both about the same, but because trap and farm are useless, but this one's got the front line, and you know I love the front line, so I would go with that, but both are good. You could go with both of them. So the Lord Armor, March, Hospital, Infantry, Healing, that's a good secondary piece of equipment. Plate Armor, you guys know this is my favorite set of armor in the game. It's got Cavalry attack, Infantry attack, Siege Engine attack, and Healing speed up. Literally beautiful piece of armor. It's like the level, it's my favorite set because it's got everything I love in it. Infantry, in this order, cavalry, infantry, siege. That's my favorite troops in the game. Then it has that healing speed buff to help me with kill events. So there's really nothing else that even compares. We don't even have to go through the rest of them. Level 25 plate armor. The other one's good for a secondary piece of equipment. This one's got good troop load for like a farm. If you've got a farm and you want good troop load to put your troops in the supermine like all night long, the defender armor is the way to go if you can get there. If you can get to level 25 lord on your farm. So let's go up to the pants here. So we've got building, healing, science, trap. We've got troop load, trap, march speed, farm, worthless. Then we've got march speed, healing, farm, useless. So the top one here with the building speed buff, that's one you're going to go with. Plus it has the healing and the science. You can't go wrong there. So you got the plunder boots. You got the march, trap, science, building. And then we've got the guard boots, which are troop, science, building, farm. And then you got the heavy leather. You got troop, trap, healing, troop. So these boots right here, the heavy leather boots, those are really good on farms too, because they got that double troop load, and then the healing speed buff. So I'm hoping you guys learned something about your farms in this episode as well. But I would personally go with, I think the plunder boots, because they've got the building, the science, and this one, they're basically the same. You could literally go with either one of these. They have the same stuff. Because the farm income and the trap attack are absolutely useless. But one actually does have, okay, so one has troop load, one has march speed. I would go with the guard boots because I think that the troop load is going to help you empty farms faster and stuff. And that little bit of march speed that gives you, I don't think it makes a big enough difference to make it better. With the ring, you got the infantry, building, hospital, healing. Remember, once you get to 25, it's time to start thinking about attack buffs. But as far as development goes, this has everything: hospital, building, and healing. So that's a really good development ring. Scholar, if you're in a safe alliance where you don't have to do a lot of fighting yet, you might want to go with that. Okay, you got cavalry, trap, archer. Almost good, but it's only got 2 buffs. But here's the one: angel ring, cavalry, archer, infantry, and it's got that healing speed buff, so you can heal your troops during kill events, and you can be an absolute savage. Angel ring, that's why I said level 25. It's got some of my favorite equipment. It's got the level 25 knight sword. It's got the level, it's got that level 25 helmet, which is pretty good. It's not like my favorite, but the level 25 armor's some of my favorite, and the level 25 ring's some of my favorite. So it's got great attack buffs at level 25. Level 25 is killing it for real. Let's go take a look at level 30 now. Okay, so we got the meteor hammer. So troop load, march, cavalry, farm. Then you got the fauchard. Infantry, cavalry, building, farm. That's a good like development one to have as your like second equipment to help you build, but it's not that great. And then the flaming sword, you've got the infantry, archer, science. Now, here's the thing, and this is something that a lot of you don't know. I would stick with the level 25 knight sword for your piece of equipment, and then focus on your other stuff, getting it up. And then, once you can get to level 35, then you worry about moving it up to the bucktooth axe. But I would keep the level 20. Sometimes it's better to keep the lower piece of equipment because there is no good piece of equipment at some levels. There's no problem with that, holding off until you get to the next level. So level 30, there's a couple things that I think you should just hold off on. But if you do want to get a level 30 of everything, I would go with the fauchard because it's got the building speed buff, and then you could just put your level 25 knight sword on when you are fighting, and then put this on when you are developing. So let's go to the helmets. So you've got the blessing headwear, troop, trap, siege, farm. It's awful. The headdress, march speed, infantry, march speed, trap. That's just like makes you move faster, but it's not that good. And then you got the golden helmet, troop load, cavalry attack, infantry, siege. Just like the 25 armor, it's got infantry, siege, and cavalry. So this is a really good, this is my favorite piece of helmet in the game. Get this bad boy. That's the best one, hands down. So now you'd be rocking the knight sword and the level 30 helmet. And I see a lot of you guys that send into the fixing your layers rocking this stuff, and I love to see it. It makes me really happy. And you keep that level 25 plate armor because at level 30, look what you got. You got wild army coat, troop, infantry, march speed, healing speed up. Then you've got leather hunter, march speed, cavalry, march speed, hospital, and you got the oath robe. Hospital, healing, archer, troop load. That's like a good secondary piece of equipment, but there's nothing here with triple attack buffs like the level 25 plate armor. So once again, keep the level 25 plate armor and just hold off on level 30 until you can go to 35, okay? That's the best bet. Sometimes it's best to stay at the correct level. So you got scaly leg armor, troop load, science, building, healing. Then you got praise pants, march speed, science, building, farm. Then you got leather, march speed, hospital, trap, healing speed up. So these two here both have the building. This one's got the healing speed up as well, plus the science, plus the troop load. So it's got 4 that you can use. This one has that farm income, which you can't use, and the march speed that you can't really use. So you're going to want to go with the scaly leg armor. But listen, if you want to save your materials and just try to focus on higher level stuff, you can just stick with the level 20 double building buff. The wow, I can't. I just had like a total like brain aneurysm. I can't think. Heavy Greaves. Stick with the Heavy Greaves. Sometimes it's best just to stick with the lower level. And I think the Heavy Greaves are great. I'm using them, and I'm almost level 43 Lord. So if that tells you anything, Heavy Greaves are banging. So we got the Speedy Shin Guard, March Speed, Science, Hospital. And you got the Evil Leather Boots, Troop, Hospital, March, Farm. Then you got the Plunder Boots, March, Building, Trap, Science. Go with the Plunder Boots. If you do want to go with this level, I think the... Oh, right, not the Plunder Boots. I just totally messed up. I forgot the top one. Mystery Night Boots. That's the one that I went with when I hit level 3. It's got the Building, the Troop Load, Trap Attack, and Science Attack. That's the one I went with when I hit level 30. So that's probably the best one that you could get. And the level 30 rings. You got the Iron Ring, Building, Healing, Archery. You got the Faith Ring, Infantry, Hospital, Science, Hospital. So you do got that level hospital capacity, but you shouldn't be worried about your hospital capacity. You shouldn't be worried about getting zeroed. Try to stay shielded and hide your troops if you have to. But you got the Guard Ring, the Trap Attack, Hospital, Healing, Farm. So that's good for like a extra healing buff, but you can't beat that double building buff. Plus you got the Archer Attack extra and that healing speed up. I'm still rocking the level 30 Iron Ring. I keep it as my secondary piece of equipment because it's so good at healing stuff and it's so good at building stuff. So it's time for the level 35. We're starting to get into the big boys now. Bucktooth Battle Axe. Double cavalry attack, infantry, plus that troop load to make them loads come home bigger. And you know I love big loads. That was a terrible joke. Compound bow, March speed, science, archer. So if you're into the archers, this does have the double archer attack, but it's missing that third attack buff, which I just don't think it's very good because of that. Prophecy Blade's good for a secondary piece of equipment because it's got the building, march, science, trap. It's got the building and science, so it can be used as a secondary piece of equipment, but there's only one piece here. It's the Bucktooth Axe. That's the one you go with. And then, with the helmets, you got the Selectalata helmet. I don't know what the fuck language that's from, but it totally just threw me off guard. So, you got the infantry, double farm, march speed. I don't even know why they have stuff with double farm, because you got to be an absolute idiot. If you see someone with this helmet, just laugh. Just laugh at them. Don't even give them any words of encouragement because nothing will help that person. Let's go to the Barbuche helmet, troop load, march speed, farm income, cavalry attack, then the warrior mask, infantry, siege, archer, trap. It's got the triple threat, triple attack buff, so go with the warrior mask. As far as armor goes, scales, you got the troop, march, hospital, healing. That's a good secondary piece of equipment. Evil wolf plate armor, you got cavalry, infantry, archer, march speed. That's the best one. And then you got wild coat, army coat, troop, infantry, march, healing speed up. So yeah, the evil wolf plate, it's got the triple. Anytime with the sword, helmet, armor, and ring, you want to go with the triple threat every time if possible. That means 3 attack buffs. Anytime you can get them, take them. So now we're up to the pants. So we've got the matadors, troop, trap, march, troop. We got the glory leg. You got that little glory hole action. I wish I could find a glory hole. Let's see. Building, healing, science, farm. That's a pretty good one. But the Blackstones are the ones I always used to go with. Because they got the building speed and the hospital capacity. Plus that troop load. So I think that the either the Blackstone. But now that I actually think about it. The glory leg actually are a little better. Because they have the building speed plus that healing speed. The healing speed is so important, guys, especially if you're like me and you do a lot of skill hits. The glory leg is definitely better than the Blackstone leg armor, so forgive me on that one. The glory leg is better. The Blackstone's a close second, though. So let's take a look at the level 35 boots. You got the Oblivions, healing, farm, march, farm. Anytime you got double farm buffs, worthless. You got the troop, science, building, healing. Pretty good. And then you got the Shin, building, hospital, science, farm. So this is another pretty close one. What's more important to you, building speed and hospital, or building speed and healing? To me, it's building speed and healing, but you know, hospital capacity is pretty important, guys. And I'm starting to think that maybe this is a debatable one. I would go with the heavy night boots because I do a lot of healing, but the lucky Shin guards aren't bad. So you know, some of these you can make your own decisions. You make your own decisions anyway, but I'm just giving you my advice, and sometimes things are neck and neck. It's like, well, you know, either one could be great. So Ring of Cruelty, infantry, archer, cavalry, trap. It's got the triple threat, cavalry, trap, siege, healing. It's got the double threat with the healing. So man, if it just had that triple, that'd be the one. And then you got the Ring of Balance, building, hospital, healing, farm. This would be a great secondary piece of equipment, really, because it's got that healing and the hospital capacity. But that's got the triple threat, and you always go with the triple threat when you can, okay? Now we're going to the 40s. This is with the big boys, so stay tuned, because we're doing the Dragon Glass after this, and I really want to teach you guys about the Dragon Glass so that I don't have to ever make a guide on the Dragon Glass or the equipment again. This is telling every level, and the best ones at every level, and I'm going to show you what you want to set your Dragon Glass to, okay? So, we've got the Elven Longbow, troop, siege, archer, siege, so it's got the triple threat. The Axe of Mars, cavalry, infantry, march speed. It's got the triple threat. Then the Wolf Tooth Hammer. It's basically just got building buff. That's a good secondary piece of equipment, building and science, but it's got a double trap, so that's 2 wasted buffs there. I would go with the Axe of Mars because it's got the double infantry plus the cavalry, but if you are a siege player and you still believe in the siege attack, the siege-based attack, after what I showed you, that even 2 perfectly layered marches, the cavalry-based layer won by 10% versus the cavalry-based layer with the siege attack. All siege attack lost by about 250%. It was a complete wreck. But, yeah, I would go with the Axe of Mars here. Let's go to the helmets. Light feathered helmet, infantry, cavalry, march speed. That's really good if you're like a savage player that has like everything maxed out. You could go with that just for the march speed in the front line. But the Knight's Visor's got the triple threat here. You can see there the Knight's Visor, cavalry, siege, archer. And then the savagery helmet, it's just got siege and double troop load farm income. Looks cool, but it needs to be a triple threat to really be viable. The Knight's Visor is what I go with, but the light feathered helmet's really great too. And you know, I might switch back to the light feathered helmet because I use basically just all infantry and cavalry now. But I'm hoping the game will be more balanced in the future and the Knight's Visor will be the best option. For level 40 armor, we've got the infantry, archer, hospital capacity, healing, rock your ace, troop, siege, march, troop, and then the meteor. Triple threat with the healing. That's what you want to go with. Meteor armor, it's not even close. For the pants, you've got the obsidian gator, march speed, hospital trap, Hermes, building, farm, science, farm, and Matador, and the top one is the Amazon Gator. Science, hospital, healing, farm income. You know, they're all good, really. If you look at them, they're all good. If you're focused more on building, you could take this, but, you know, you could get just as much out of the level 20 pants as you can out of these, and you could just have 2 pairs of pants. You could have the level 20 pants for your pure building, and then you could have your other pants for this, double march speed with the hospital capacity, or you could have this hospital capacity and healing speed up, because that's a lot of healing speed up, 51%. So these are both like neck and neck to me. I like them both. So you got the rose boots, triple march speed plus the hospital capacity. I'm gonna have these boots, or wait, I do have these boots. These are what the boots that I use. They are triple march speed plus hospital capacity. They're a beautiful pair of boots. I do like them very much. And then you got the Swift boots, science, hospital, healing, farm. That's like more well-rounded because it does have the healing speed up, which you know I think is very important. Then this one's just troop, farm, march. That's like very worthless. They need to change that and make it into something viable. But I would go with the rose boots, and then the Swift boots are pretty good too. So for the ring, you got science, farm, healing. I do like the healing speed there, but Sacred Ring's got the triple threat, cavalry, siege, archer, trap. Then you got the giant ring, science, healing, hospital capacity. So what I'm going to do is I am going to build this giant's ring for a secondary piece of equipment. I'm going to build an orange giant's ring just for that double healing speed up. Could you imagine having 100% extra healing speed up just from one piece of equipment? That's a beautiful piece of equipment. It's a giant's ring, but you can't give up this triple threat if you want to be a serious attacker. You have to have triple threat. So definitely make sure you get the Sacred Ring. But this Giant's Ring, if you could get a secondary piece of equipment, guys, especially some of you that have all maxed out gold equipment, go ahead and get this ring as well. And you know, in my opinion, I think it's better to have all orange equipment and then have 2 sets. Have attack, because you could get, like, for the same that it would cost you to get all gold equipment, you could get all orange equipment twice. And more than that. So you could, like, literally, you could have like 3 sets of equipment if you use orange instead of gold. Gold's so expensive. But I'm going to do all gold for my attacks. Then I'm going to have secondaries of all orange. So it's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to have a great setup. And I will have that Giants ring in the next month or so. So thank you guys so much for watching this portion of the video. This is the equipment guide. I am going to do a Dragon Glass guide. I don't know if I want to do it in then, like, a separate video or if I just want to do it in this video. Because there's a lot to explain in this as well. So let's take a look at it. I've got the orange glass. You know what? We're going to make a Dragon Glass video dropping in the morning. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up. You guys got to remember that teamwork makes the dream work. Without you guys, we cannot push this channel to my dreams and goals of over 100,000 and then to 1 million. That's my dreams, guys. You got to dream big. And without your guys' help, you got to really push me. We're a small community here. I really need your help sharing the videos, liking the videos, telling all of your friends in Clash of Kings to come subscribe, tell them to come support the community, tell them to post the videos on their own. I will support any of you that do your own videos. I'll, you know, retweet them. I'll do anything I can to help you guys. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.